The giant squid. The elusive behemoth of the deep. In the vast, unfathomable expanse of the ocean, the giant squid looms like a spectral phantom, an enigmatic creature that has long haunted human imagination and exploration. As one of the deep sea's most formidable apex predators, it stands as a living emblem of the ocean's uncharted mysteries. From ancient maritime legends of colossal sea monsters to modern scientific pursuits into the abyss, the giant squid has always carried an air of mystique. Unlike shallow water creatures that frequently cross paths with humans, this leviathan dwells in the cold, crushing depths, where light barely penetrates and pressure is immense, an alien world largely inaccessible to us. These inhospitable waters have only deepened its enigma, shrouding it in layers of secrecy. Picture this: thousands of meters below the surface, a massive giant squid drifts through the ink-black depths. Its dinner plate-sized eyes gleam with an eerie luminescence, scanning the darkness. 8 arms and 2 longer tentacles undulate with the currents, lined with countless suction cups, each one a silent testament to the ancient, untold stories of the deep. Doesn't this image ignite a sense of wonder and curiosity? Now let's embark on a journey to peel back the layers of mystery surrounding this elusive deep-sea giant and dive into its astonishing world. Basic information on the giant squid. 1. Physical characteristics. The giant squid, Architeuthis dux, is one of the most astonishing and formidable creatures in the ocean, boasting an extraordinary size. A fully grown female can reach a total length of 12 to 13 meters, 39 to 43 feet, with its mantle alone measuring around 4 meters, 13 feet. Its 8 arms and 2 longer tentacles, when fully extended, can stretch up to 10 meters, 33 feet, or more, resembling enormous tendrils from the deep. Males are slightly smaller, averaging around 10 meters 33 feet in total length, though neither sex typically exceeds 13 meters 43 feet. This massive size makes the giant squid the largest known invertebrate and the longest living cephalopod on the planet. The body of the giant squid is long and tubular, resembling a torpedo. Its head and mantle merge seamlessly, without a distinct neck. Perhaps its most striking feature is its enormous eyes, which can reach 35 centimeters, 14 inches, in diameter, among the largest of any known animal. These massive, almost searchlight-like eyes provide the squid with an exceptional ability to detect prey and navigate its pitch-black, deep-sea habitat where light is nearly non-existent. One of the most defining features of the giant squid is its 10 appendages, which play a crucial role in hunting and defense. Of these, 8 are relatively shorter and uniform in thickness, lined with hundreds of powerful suckers that can grow over 8 centimeters 3 inches in diameter. These suckers function like high-powered suction cups, allowing the squid to firmly grasp and immobilize its prey. The remaining 2 appendages, known as feeding tentacles, are much longer than the others, often exceeding the length of its body. These tentacles have specialized, hook-like structures at their tips, which can pierce deeply into prey, ensuring it has no chance of escape. When hunting, the giant squid lashes out with lightning-fast speed, snaring its victim with its elongated tentacles before pulling it toward its beak-like mouth. It then ensnares the prey with its 8 shorter arms, effectively securing its meal before devouring it. The coloration of the giant squid typically ranges from reddish-brown to dark brown, an adaptation that allows it to blend seamlessly with the deep-sea environment, making it harder for both prey and predators to detect. Its skin is adorned with irregular patterns and spots, which may serve multiple functions, including camouflage, communication, and possibly courtship displays. Like human fingerprints, each squid's pattern is unique, distinguishing individuals from one another. Another remarkable feature of the giant squid is its extraordinary flexibility. Its soft and pliable body enables it to maneuver effortlessly through narrow underwater crevices, caves, and reef gaps, allowing it to evade predators and ambush prey. Unlike vertebrates, the giant squid lacks a rigid skeleton, relying instead on a soft internal structure known as the gladius or pen. This chitinous feather-shaped remnant of a shell not only helps maintain the squid's body shape but also plays a key role in buoyancy control, allowing the giant squid to glide effortlessly between different ocean depths. This enigmatic leviathan of the deep continues to captivate scientists and ocean explorers alike, as much about its behavior and biology remains shrouded in mystery. 2. Lifestyle and habits. Giant squid primarily inhabit the deep-sea regions of the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. Their bathymetric distribution is extensive, generally found at depths of around 200 to 1,000 meters, 660 to 3,300 feet, but records indicate their presence at even greater depths of 3,100 meters, 10,200 feet. This suggests that giant squid possess an impressive ability to adapt to varying hydrostatic pressures. This environment is characterized by immense pressure, low temperatures, and perpetual darkness, a challenging habitat to say the least. Yet it is here that the giant squid has carved out its niche. The activity patterns of giant squid are closely linked to light levels. During daylight hours, they typically remain in deeper waters, using the darkness as a means of concealment, thereby reducing the risk of detection by predators. At night, as light diminishes, they gradually ascend to shallower depths where they become more active, engaging in foraging and other activities. This diel vertical migration, moving between different depths over a 24-hour period, allows them to optimize their survival in the deep-sea environment while increasing their hunting success. As carnivorous animals, giant squid have a fairly broad diet. They mainly prey on other cephalopods, such as oegopsid squid and lalago squid, as well as small fish. When hunting, they exhibit unique and highly efficient predation strategies. They use their keen eyesight and possibly other sensory mechanisms to locate prey in the inky depths. Once a target is identified, they stealthily approach before launching a surprise attack. Their two elongated hunting tentacles shoot out with incredible speed, instantly seizing the prey. The hook-like structures and suckers on these tentacles firmly latch onto the victim, preventing any chance of escape. The squid then draws the prey towards its beak-like mouth, using its sharp, horny mandibles to tear the prey into smaller pieces for consumption. Notably, giant squid have even been observed engaging in cannibalism. When food resources are scarce, larger individuals may prey on smaller conspecifics, a stark reflection of the harsh and competitive nature of deep-sea survival. In addition to their remarkable hunting prowess, giant squid also possess exceptional camouflage capabilities. Their skin can change color and texture in response to alterations in their surroundings, functioning like a natural invisibility cloak. When approaching rocky or sandy substrates, their skin rapidly adopts a hue similar to the environment, making them incredibly difficult for both prey and predators to spot. This camouflage not only aids in successful hunting, but also allows them to quickly conceal themselves when faced with danger, evading pursuit by predators. Giant squid also exhibit impressive intelligence, considered to be among the most intelligent invertebrates. In laboratory settings, they have demonstrated an ability to learn to solve problems and remember experiences, showcasing a high degree of cognitive flexibility and adaptability. For instance, when confronted with complex mazes or obstacles, they can, through trial and error, find their way through. This level of intelligence gives them a significant advantage in the competitive arena of deep-sea survival. Giant squid typically lead solitary lives, not favoring group activities. They tend to establish their lairs in underwater caves or rock crevices. These lairs serve not only as resting places and refuges from predators, but also as sites for breeding. During the breeding season, females lay large quantities of eggs, which they then entwine with their arms to form an egg mass. They guard these egg masses until the larvae hatch, demonstrating a maternal instinct and sense of responsibility towards their offspring. 3. Distribution range. The precise distribution of giant squid remains incompletely understood. However, based on existing records, they appear to be more prevalent in the North Atlantic, North Pacific, and the waters off the coasts of South Africa and New Zealand. The oceanographic conditions in these regions provide suitable habitats for giant squid, with abundant food resources and appropriate environments for them to thrive and reproduce. The distribution of giant squid is closely associated with continental shelves and islands. The waters surrounding these areas are usually rich in marine biodiversity, providing ample food sources. Additionally, the complex seafloor topography, with numerous caves, reefs, and trenches, offers ideal shelter and hiding places. Ocean currents and water temperature also influence their distribution. They tend to prefer areas with moderate water temperatures and relatively stable currents, conditions that favor their survival and activity. Giant squid are less common in tropical and polar high-latitude waters. Tropical waters, with their higher temperatures and lower hydrostatic pressures, may not meet the physiological requirements of giant squid. Similarly, polar high-latitude regions, characterized by frigid waters and limited food availability, are not conducive to their survival and reproduction. Consequently, giant squid are primarily concentrated in temperate and subtropical deep-sea regions, where they form their own unique ecosystems. Although we have gained some insights into their distribution, complexities of the deep-sea environment and limitations in exploration technology prevent us from definitively determining their precise range and population size. This makes the distribution of giant squid a significant topic of ongoing research in marine biology. attracting the attention of numerous scientists who are continually striving to unravel the mysteries of these elusive creatures. 2. The discovery and research of the giant squid. Ancient legends and early records. In ancient times, the ocean was a realm of the unknown and fear for humankind. As a mysterious creature of the deep sea, the giant squid naturally became a central figure in numerous maritime legends. In Norse mythology, there was a terrifying sea monster called the kraken, described as having a gigantic body and multiple thick tentacles, capable of easily capsizing ships and dragging sailors into the abyss. Legend had it that the kraken's body could reach a kilometer in width, and when its back surfaced, it resembled a tranquil island from a distance, luring sailors closer. However, once approached, the kraken would suddenly attack, using its powerful tentacles to tightly entwine ships, preventing escape and ultimately sinking them into the vast ocean. These terrifying tales were passed down through generations among Norwegian sailors, filling them with awe and reverence for the sea. In ancient Greece, sailors also witnessed giant squid or cuttlefish-like creatures, naming these unknown beings ruler squid. In the 4th century BC, Aristotle described a giant squid, which he called Teuthus, distinguishing it from the smaller squid, Teuthus. He wrote, "Teuthus is much larger than Teuthus, as Teuthus is nearly 5 times smaller than Teuthus in size." While we cannot know for certain the original meaning of this statement, some speculate that Aristotle used the plural form of Teuthus, to describe both giant squid and common squid, also representing the former's enormity and terror, as cephalopods were generally depicted as frightening creatures of the deep at that time. 500 years later, Pliny the Elder, living in the 1st century AD, also described a colossal squid in his book Natural History, measuring 9.1 meters 30 feet in length and weighing 320 kilograms 700 pounds. Although these early records were vague and full of imaginative elements, they undoubtedly provided clues for later scientists to explore the giant squid, also sparking curiosity about this mysterious creature. As time went on, more and more legends about the giant squid spread around the world. In medieval southern England, King Alfred the Great once said, "In the unfathomable depths of the sea, the kraken is slumbering, having slept for centuries and continuing to sleep on a giant sea worm. Until one day, the worm's fire will warm the seabed, and humans and angels will witness it rising from the depths with a roar, destroying everything on the surface of the sea." These legends not only reflected ancient humans' awe and fear of the ocean, but also made the image of the giant squid even more mysterious and legendary. 2. Modern exploration and discovery. Despite ancient legends about the giant squid for a long time, humans knew very little about its true appearance. It wasn't until modern times, with the continuous development of science and technology, and the gradual deepening of human exploration of the ocean, that the giant squid's mysterious veil began to be gradually lifted. On November 30th, 1861, the French warship Alecton encountered a giant squid while sailing from Cadiz, Spain, to Tenerife. At the time, the squid appeared to be dying, but the crew, for safety reasons, fired several shots at it, killing it completely. They then used ropes to drag it onto the warship. However, due to the behemoth's enormous size, it was cut in half by the fishing line under its own weight, and the multi-armed head fell back into the sea. Nevertheless, the crew drew a sketch and managed to retrieve the tail end, confirming their discovery. This incident attracted widespread attention in the scientific community and provided important physical evidence for the study of the giant squid. The famous writer Jules Verne saw this report and incorporated it into his novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, presenting it as a bloody battle with the kraken, further exaggerating the horror of the giant squid legend and making more people deeply interested in this mysterious creature. In 1873, humans obtained the first complete giant squid specimen, and it even exhibited signs of life when captured. This discovery finally gave scientists the opportunity to observe the giant squid's morphology up close, gaining a more accurate understanding of its physical characteristics. Since then, more and more giant squid specimens have been discovered. Through the study of these specimens, scientists have gradually learned about the giant squid's size, appearance, habits, and other information. However, because giant squid live in the deep sea, it is difficult to find live samples in the wild, which has brought great difficulties to scientist research. Until the 20th century, scientists still found it difficult to observe live giant squid in their natural environment. In 1993, the book European Marine Shells published a picture of a living giant squid, Architeuthis dux, which at the time was believed to be the first photo of a live giant squid. However, later research revealed that this photo was not a giant squid at all, but a large deep-sea squid called the Promachoteuthis, and that this squid swam to the shallow coast only when it was near death. Entering the 21st century, with the rapid development of technology, scientists have finally made significant breakthroughs in the study of giant squid. In 2001, scientists found photos of what appeared to be giant squid juveniles in the deep sea. In 2004, Japanese zoologist Tsunemi Kubodera tracked sperm whales, the natural enemies of giant squid, to find their traces. He used bait to lure a giant squid and took the first photo of a live giant squid. This achievement thrilled the world, as people finally saw the true face of a live giant squid for the first time. In the photo, the giant squid was attracted by the bait and caught. One of its tentacles, like a python, grabbed the hook and wrapped itself into an irregular ball. To break free from the hook, it began to whip the artificial object in front of it with its other tentacles, displaying its aggressiveness. After struggling for nearly 4 hours, it finally escaped, leaving behind only a 5-meter-long tentacle. When the hook was retrieved, this tentacle was still wriggling, as if it were still alive. Based on this 5-meter-long tentacle, it was estimated that the giant squid was 8 meters long in total. In 2013, Kubodera's research team made another significant achievement, capturing the first dynamic images of a giant squid swimming in the deep sea. The team descended in a submersible to a depth of 630 meters in the North Pacific, where they filmed this 3-meter-long giant squid. They then followed the squid down to 900 meters underwater, and eventually, the squid disappeared from view. This epic 23-minute video provided people with a more intuitive understanding of the giant squid's life state and behavior in its natural environment, providing valuable information for the study of the giant squid. 3. Current research progress and unsolved mysteries. In recent years, with the continuous deepening of research, scientists have gained a better understanding of giant squid. Through the dissection and analysis of giant squid specimens, as well as the use of advanced scientific techniques to observe their behavior in their natural environment, we have grasped many of the giant squid's biological characteristics, such as its size, appearance, habits, diet, and so on. In terms of taxonomy, the species classification of giant squid has been controversial. In the 1980s, scientists believed that the genus Architeuthis contained 3 species, A. dux, A. japonica, and A. sanctopoli. However, through morphological identification of specimens, it was found that the 3 species lacked obvious morphological differences, so the genus Architeuthis was reduced to 1 species, the earliest recorded one, Architeuthis dux. According to the latest genetic evidence, this genus Architeuthis exists as a single global population. In the study of the giant squid's genes, scientists have also made some progress. In early 2022, an international team led by the University of Copenhagen published the results of the giant squid's full genome sequencing. The study found that this unique creature has many unique features. Compared with several common cephalopods that had been sequenced earlier, the giant squid's unique HOX and WNT genes seem to be the key to their larger size than other cephalopod relatives. And like other cephalopods, it also has more than 100 protocadherin gene family genes. This important neural adhesive is essential for the complex neural structure of the brain, but protocadherins are not common in invertebrates. These genetic research results provide important clues for us to deeply understand the evolution and biological characteristics of giant squid. However, despite these advances, many mysteries of the giant squid remain to be explored. For example, the reproductive details of giant squid are still a mystery. While we know that female giant squid lay a large number of eggs during the breeding season, entwine them with their arms to form an egg mass, and guard these masses until the larvae hatch, we still know very little about their mating behavior, breeding cycle, and the growth process of the larvae. Furthermore, the ecological role of giant squid in the deep sea and their interactions with other organisms require further study. As apex predators in the deep sea food chain, they play a vital role in maintaining the balance of this ecosystem. However, our understanding of their competitive, cooperative, and symbiotic relationships with other deep-sea life remains limited. 3. Survival challenges and conservation status of the giant squid. Natural predators and survival competition. In the vast and mysterious world of the deep sea, the giant squid, while a formidable apex predator, is not at the absolute top of the food chain. It still faces threats from natural enemies. Among these, the sperm whale is undoubtedly the giant squid's most powerful adversary. Sperm whales are the largest toothed whales on Earth. Adult sperm whales can reach 20 meters, 66 feet, in length and weigh over 50 tons. Their massive size and powerful bite make them nearly invincible in the ocean. The habitats of sperm whales and giant squid overlap significantly. Both inhabit deep-sea regions, making encounters between the two inevitable. Sperm whales primarily feed on squid, and giant squid are among their favorite prey. In the deep sea, sperm whales often use their powerful bite force and sharp teeth to attack giant squid. When a sperm whale detects a giant squid, it quickly dives, using its exceptional diving ability and keen hearing to track the squid's location. Once it gets close to its prey, the sperm whale opens its massive jaws, attempting to swallow the giant squid whole. However, the giant squid is not a defenseless victim. It has its own unique defense and counterattack mechanisms. The giant squid's arms are its primary weapons, covered with numerous suckers and sharp hook-like structures. When faced with a sperm whale attack, the giant squid quickly extends its arms, tightly wrapping them around the sperm whale's body, attempting to hinder its attack. Simultaneously, the giant squid releases a black ink cloud. This ink not only makes the surrounding water murky, obstructing the sperm whale's vision, but also can, to some extent, paralyze the sperm whale's senses, giving the squid a chance to escape. In addition, the giant squid possesses excellent camouflage abilities. It can rapidly change its body color and texture to match its surroundings, blending into the environment and evading the sperm whale's pursuit. Besides sperm whales, the Pacific sleeper shark is another predator of the giant squid. The Pacific sleeper shark is a large shark, massive in size and slow-moving, but it possesses a strong bite. Pacific sleeper sharks mainly feed on fish, squid, and other marine life. They often lurk in the deep sea, waiting for prey to appear. When a giant squid passes by, the Pacific sleeper shark will suddenly attack, using its sharp teeth to bite the squid's body, dragging it into the deep sea. Unlike sperm whales, the Pacific sleeper shark's attack method is more concealed and sudden, making it even more difficult for the giant squid to defend against. In the deep-sea ecosystem, the giant squid not only faces threats from predators, but also intense competition for survival with other organisms. Compared to other cephalopods, the giant squid has certain advantages in size and strength, but it may be slightly inferior in speed and agility. Some smaller cephalopods, such as Ugopsid squid and Liligo squid, although smaller in size, have faster speeds and more agile maneuverability, allowing them to quickly move through the ocean and evade predator attacks. With limited food resources, giant squid need to compete with these smaller cephalopods for food to meet their survival needs. In addition, giant squid need to compete with other predators for prey. In the deep sea, there are many other predators, such as various sharks, deep-sea fish, etc., all of which feed on fish and small marine organisms. These predators overlap with giant squid in terms of food resources, so there will be fierce competition between them. In this competitive environment, giant squid need to constantly improve their predation skills and survival abilities to survive in the deep sea. This relationship of natural predators and survival competition not only affects the survival status of giant squid, but also plays an important role in the balance and stability of the entire deep-sea ecosystem. Through the relationship of predation and being preyed upon, giant squid and other organisms form a complex ecological network, where they restrict each other, depend on each other, and jointly maintain the stability and balance of the deep-sea ecosystem. 2. The impact of human activities. With the increasing development and utilization of marine resources by humans, the living environment of giant squid has also been seriously threatened. Overfishing is an important reason for the decline in the number of giant squid. In the past few decades, due to the rapid development of global fisheries, the demand for seafood and other marine life has continued to increase, which has led to a continuous increase in fishing intensity. Many fishermen, in pursuit of economic benefits, have adopted various advanced fishing techniques and equipment to overfish marine life. Giant squid, as a large marine creature, is also difficult to escape this fate. Although giant squid live in the deep sea and are generally not caught by ordinary fishing nets, the advancement of modern technology has allowed people to use heavy fishing nets and advanced detection equipment to capture them. A large number of giant squid are caught, leading to a sharp decline in their numbers, which has put enormous pressure on the giant squid's population reproduction and survival. Marine pollution is also an important factor threatening the survival of giant squid. With the rapid development of industrialization and urbanization, a large amount of industrial wastewater, domestic sewage, and agricultural pollutants are discharged into the ocean, leading to a deterioration of marine water quality. These pollutants contain large amounts of harmful substances, such as heavy metals, pesticides, oil, etc., which can cause serious harm to the survival and health of marine organisms. Giant squid, as a creature living in the deep sea, is relatively less affected by direct human activities, but marine pollution can indirectly affect the survival of giant squid through the transmission of the food chain. For example, some small marine organisms absorb harmful substances in seawater, and giant squid feed on these small marine organisms. When giant squid ingest food containing harmful substances, it will cause damage to their bodies, affecting their growth, reproduction, and survival ability. Climate change is also an important factor, affecting the survival of giant squid. With the warming of the global climate, ocean temperatures are also rising, which will lead to a series of changes in the marine ecosystem. The rise in ocean temperature will affect the distribution and reproduction of marine organisms. Some organisms that originally lived in warm waters may migrate to colder waters, while some organisms that originally lived in cold waters may die because they cannot adapt to temperature changes. Giant squid, as a creature that is more sensitive to temperature, may also be affected by climate change. In addition, climate change will also lead to problems such as rising sea levels and ocean acidification, which will also damage the living environment of giant squid. Human activities have caused serious damage to the living environment of giant squid. This not only threatens the survival and reproduction of giant squid, but also poses a threat to the balance and stability of the entire marine ecosystem. To protect the living environment of giant squid and other marine organisms, we need to take a series of measures to reduce the impact of human activities on the ocean and protect the health and stability of the marine ecosystem. 3. Protection measures and future prospects. Faced with the severe challenges to the survival environment of giant squid, the international community and governments of various countries have taken a series of protection measures to ensure that this mysterious and precious creature can continue to reproduce and thrive in the ocean. At the international level, many international organizations and institutions are actively promoting marine conservation-related work, formulating a series of international conventions and agreements to regulate the marine development behavior of various countries and protect the marine ecological environment. For example, the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea clearly stipulates the rights and obligations of various countries in the development and protection of marine resources, requiring countries to take effective measures to protect the health and stability of the marine ecosystem. In addition, some international organizations have also launched research and protection projects for giant squid and other deep-sea creatures. By strengthening scientific research and monitoring, they gain a deeper understanding of the ecological habits and distribution patterns of giant squid, providing a scientific basis for the formulation of more effective protection measures. At the national level, many countries have also formulated corresponding laws and regulations to strengthen the management and protection of marine resources. Some countries have taken measures such as establishing marine protected areas, restricting fishing areas, and fishing intensity to reduce the damage of human activities to the living environment of giant squid. For example, New Zealand has established several marine protected areas to focus on protecting the habitats of rare marine animals, such as giant squid. At the same time, some countries have also strengthened their efforts to crack down on illegal fishing, severely punishing those who violate fisheries regulations and overfish giant squid, to protect the population of giant squid. In addition to the efforts at the government level, research institutions and environmental organizations are also actively involved in the protection of giant squid. Research institutions, through in-depth scientific research, continuously explore the biological characteristics and ecological needs of giant squid, providing scientific support for protection work. Environmental organizations, through carrying out publicity and education activities, raise public awareness of the protection of giant squid, calling on people to pay attention to the marine ecological environment and jointly protect these precious marine creatures. Although we have taken a series of protection measures, the future survival status of giant squid still faces many uncertainties. With the continuous growth of the global population and the continuous development of the economy, the demand for marine resources by humans will continue to increase, which may bring greater pressure to the living environment of giant squid. Therefore, we need to further strengthen protection work, continuously improve protection measures, and increase protection efforts. In the future, we need to continue to strengthen scientific research, gain an in-depth understanding of the ecological habits, reproduction patterns, and population dynamics of giant. 3. Protection measures and future prospects. Continued. In the future, we need to continue to strengthen scientific research, gain an in-depth understanding of the ecological habits, reproduction patterns, and population dynamics of giant squid, and provide a basis for formulating more scientific and reasonable protection strategies. At the same time, we also need to strengthen international cooperation, jointly address the challenges facing the marine ecological environment, and form a global protection force. In addition, we need to raise public awareness of environmental protection so that more people understand the importance and significance of protecting giant squid and actively participate in the protection work. Only through the joint efforts of the entire society can we protect this precious marine biological resource of giant squid, allow them to continue to shine in the future oceans, and contribute to maintaining the balance and stability of the Earth's ecosystem. I believe that with our joint efforts, the future of giant squid will be full of hope, and they will continue to perform their own mysterious stories in the deep sea. IV. The giant squid in cultural imagination. Sea monsters of myth and legend. The giant squid has left an indelible mark on human culture, particularly in ancient myths and legends, where it is often depicted as a terrifying sea monster, an object of fear and awe. In Norse mythology, the kraken is undoubtedly one of the most famous sea monsters, and its prototype is likely the giant squid. Legend has it that the kraken's body was enormous, reaching 150 meters, nearly 500 feet or more in length. When it lurked beneath the surface, its massive form resembled an underwater mountain range, and when it surfaced, people often mistook it for an island. The kraken possessed numerous thick tentacles, like giant pythons, capable of easily ensnaring passing ships, dragging them into the abyssal depths. In Norwegian lore, the kraken would periodically rise to the surface, attacking any vessels that dared to venture too close. Many brave sailors perished in these encounters, and its existence filled people with dread of the ocean. Beyond Norse mythology, the giant squid frequently appears as a sea monster in other cultural legends. In ancient Greek tales, there was a sea monster named Scylla, dwelling on one side of the Strait of Messina. Scylla had multiple heads and long, writhing tentacles, and would suddenly attack passing ships, devouring the sailors. While Scylla's image may have combined features of various marine creatures, the giant squid's influence is undeniable. In these legends, the giant squid is imbued with a mysterious and terrifying aura, representing the unknown dangers of the sea, becoming a symbol of humanity's reverence and fear of the ocean's power. The creation of these myths and legends is closely related to the limited understanding of the ocean in ancient times. Back then, the sea was a realm of the unknown and frightening for humans. People couldn't explore the depths or comprehend the creatures and environment below the surface, so they relied on limited observations and vivid imaginations to craft stories about the sea. The giant squid, as a mysterious creature living in the deep sea, with its enormous size, bizarre appearance, and fierce habits, inspired both fear and awe, making it a natural prototype for mythical sea monsters. Over time, these myths and legends not only spread widely among the common people, but also became important themes in literature, art, and other creative fields, influencing generations. They enriched humanity's cultural heritage and solidified the giant squid's image in the collective consciousness, making it a unique symbol in human culture. 2. Inspiration for literature and art. The giant squid's unique appearance and mysterious nature have made it a favored source of inspiration in literature and art. In literary works, the giant squid is often portrayed as a creature of immense power and enigmatic presence, adding suspense and excitement to the story. In 1870, French science fiction writer Jules Verne, in his renowned novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, vividly depicted Professor Aronnax and his companions battling a giant squid underwater. In the novel, the giant squid is described as having eyes as big as footballs, a body over 8 feet long, sinuous tentacles like Medusa's hair, and huge suckers and a parrot-like beak. When it attacks the Nautilus submarine, its sheer power and ferocity are chilling. This thrilling passage not only gives readers a more direct understanding of the giant squid's image, but also showcases its unique charm in literature. Besides 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, the giant squid has made appearances in many other literary works. In H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu Mythos series, while the giant squid is not directly mentioned, the images of some of the terrifying deep-sea monsters are undoubtedly inspired by it. These monsters typically possess enormous bodies, bizarre shapes, and immense power. They dwell in the darkness of the deep sea, embodying humanity's fear and awe of the unknown. The giant squid's mysterious nature complements the Cthulhu mythos' depictions of the unknown and terrifying, creating an atmosphere of mystery and horror in these stories. In the realm of cinema, the giant squid has frequently become creative fodder for directors. In the 1998 disaster horror film Deep Rising, a deep-sea monster based on the giant squid makes a terrifying appearance. This monster is gigantic, possesses numerous thick tentacles, and attacks a luxury cruise ship, bringing immense disaster to those on board. The monster's frightening image and the suspenseful plot in the film allow viewers to experience the power and danger of the giant squid. The director, drawing on the giant squid's characteristics, created this deep-sea devil, vividly portraying its ferocity and mystery, leaving a lasting impression on the audience. Beyond literature and film, the giant squid often appears in art forms, such as painting and sculpture. Many painters, with delicate brushstrokes, depict the giant squid's mysterious silhouette in the deep sea, showcasing its unique beauty and enigmatic aura. Sculptors use various materials to create lifelike images of the giant squid, allowing people to more directly feel its power and allure. In these works of art, the giant squid is no longer just a marine creature but a cultural symbol, representing humanity's exploration of the ocean and yearning for the unknown. Whether in myths and legends, literary works, or artistic expressions like film and painting, the giant squid, with its distinctive image and mysterious charm, has become an indispensable part of human culture. It not only enriches humanity's cultural content, but also ignites people's desire to explore marine life and the unknown world, giving us a deeper understanding and knowledge of this enigmatic inhabitant of the deep sea. Versus conclusion. Guardians of the Deep, the giant squid, an enigmatic resident of the deep sea, has become a dazzling jewel among marine creatures due to its unique appearance, mysterious habits, and distinctive cultural image. Its colossal body, enormous eyes, and agile tentacles all showcase the wonder and magnificence of nature. In the challenging environment of the deep sea, the giant squid tenaciously survives by relying on its intelligence and survival skills, becoming an indispensable part of the deep sea ecosystem. From ancient myths and legends to modern scientific research, the giant squid has consistently captivated human attention. It is not only an object of study for marine biologists, but also a source of inspiration for literary and artistic works. Its image has continuously evolved in human culture, transforming from a terrifying sea monster to an enigmatic deep-sea spirit, representing humanity's awe of the ocean and its desire to explore the unknown. However, the giant squid now faces numerous survival challenges. The threats of natural enemies and the impact of human activities, such as overfishing, marine pollution, and climate change, have all caused severe damage to their living environment. If we do not take effective conservation measures, this mysterious creature may disappear from the Earth, which would be a great loss for humanity. Protecting the giant squid is not only about protecting a single species, but also about safeguarding the balance and stability of the entire marine ecosystem. Each of us should recognize the importance of protecting the marine environment and actively participate in conservation efforts. Governments and relevant institutions should strengthen the management and protection of marine resources, formulate stricter laws and regulations, and restrict overfishing, marine pollution, and other harmful activities. Scientific research institutions and environmental organizations should increase their research and conservation efforts for giant squid, gain an in-depth understanding of their ecological habits and survival needs, and provide a scientific basis for conservation work. At the same time, we should also strengthen public education to raise people's awareness of the importance of protecting giant squid and the marine environment, allowing more people to understand the significance of protecting these mysterious creatures. In addition to these measures, we must also recognize the interconnectedness of all life in the ocean. The giant squid, as an apex predator, plays a crucial role in maintaining the health and balance of the deep-sea ecosystem. Its decline could have cascading effects, impacting other species and the overall functioning of this unique environment. Therefore, our conservation efforts must take a holistic approach, considering the entire ecosystem and the complex web of interactions within it. Furthermore, the story of the giant squid serves as a reminder of the vastness and mystery of the ocean. Despite centuries of exploration, much of the deep sea remains unknown to us. The giant squid, with its elusive nature and enigmatic behavior, embodies this mystery, inspiring our curiosity and driving us to explore further. By continuing to study and learn about this remarkable creature, we not only gain a deeper understanding of the ocean, but also cultivate a greater appreciation for the natural world and our place within it. Let us work together to protect this mysterious messenger of the deep sea, allowing the giant squid to continue its free journey in the oceans of the future, adding a touch of mystery and beauty to our planet. I believe that with our joint efforts, the future of the giant squid will be full of hope. They will continue to perform their own mysterious stories in the deep sea, providing more clues and inspiration for humanity to explore the mysteries of the ocean. And perhaps, one day, we will even witness their graceful dance in the depths, a testament to our commitment to preserving the wonders of the natural world.